needs. We're joined now by Ciaran Donnelly, who's Senior Vice President for International Programs for the International Rescue Committee. So, boy, it's every interview we do, it's like we're shaping it up for how dire it is. Your sense on what's happening right now and whether this can be turned around? I mean, it seems like lower and lower by the day in terms of access and all the rest.
That's right, Connell. Things just keep getting worse and worse for the civilian population in Gaza. We're now over 7 months into an unrelenting attack in the wake of the horrific attacks of October 7th. And we've seen, as you know, 35,000 Palestinians killed and well over 80,000 injured in the context of the Israeli military actions. What we're seeing now is the ongoing assault against Rafah has further compounded what is already a humanitarian catastrophe. We've got 1.4 million people had crowded into Rafah near the Egyptian border, seeking shelter from violence further north in Gaza. And now, as Israeli military activity has unfolded over the last couple of weeks, well over 800,000 of those have fled back into other parts of Gaza, which don't have the services to keep them alive, to provide basic life with dignity and social services, right. But also areas which aren't safe, which are also subject to ongoing bombardment.
You know, I think that people were watching this and thought that pier that the U.S. military is involved in building would be a big help, maybe a turning point for humanitarian aid getting in and help the people. But I have this clip from a deputy spokesperson for the UN saying, you know, it's definitely not going to solve all the problems. Let me play that, and maybe you could add to that from the work you and other organizations are trying to do. Let's watch.
The basic point is, will we be able to get enough aid in to keep people alive? We've made it very clear that unless things change dramatically for the better, the answer is no, and people will die.
Even with the pier, right? Would you agree with that? I mean, what's going on with that? It's not solving everything, essentially.
Absolutely, and we and other humanitarian groups have been clear from the outset, the pier is not a solution. Airdrops are not a solution. They were never going to be able to get enough aid in the volumes required to keep people alive in Gaza through the pier alone. It would be a marginal contribution to the aid effort. In the crisis we're facing, every little drop of aid counts. But what's coming in through the pier is only a tiny trickle. And with the closure of the border crossing in Rafah, the net amount of aid being delivered to Gaza today is significantly less than it has been on average over the last couple of months. So we're actually going backwards in terms of aid provision while conditions get worse on the ground. Our teams on the ground have been visiting shelters and have reported, for example, in one of the shelters they visited, the statistic you quoted at the top of the report, Connell, right. They saw a shelter with 10,000 people receiving only 4,000 liters of water per day. Now, international humanitarian standards are 15 liters per person per day is the minimum needed for a safe and healthy existence.
Wow.
So that's less than half a liter is being provided. It's about 3% of the recognized international standard. And that's just in one shelter alone. Conditions vary considerably across the Strip. We're seeing huge upticks in watery diarrhea, which creates a real threat to the life, particularly of young children, but also people who are weakened by hunger and by sickness. We're seeing hepatitis spread. We're seeing a public health catastrophe unfold in addition to the ongoing military catastrophe.
Yeah, it's one thing after another. Access is a problem, to your point. Just getting in and doing the work that you all want to do is a problem. Let me ask you one more kind of politically minded question, if I might. I don't know if you want to weigh in on it or not. Trust me, it's not just because of the Irish accent, but you know, that was pretty big news yesterday from Ireland, Norway, Spain, European countries recognizing a Palestinian state. Now, we talked about it on the show at the time. You could say, well, this is just symbolic, and it probably is, or maybe not. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's a large symbol that sends some sort of a message. I'm sure, given the work you do, you have some sort of a view on it. What is it?
We're an operational humanitarian organization. Our mission is to serve civilians in need in conflict zones around the world. And the way we're able to do that is by staying out of the politics. The only people we center in our work are civilians in need. And so it really wouldn't be appropriate for me to comment on political dimensions, except to say that every effort towards a ceasefire, towards negotiations that can bring about a peaceful existence for people in Palestine and in Israel, that can allow for aid to be scaled up and secure the hostages, every effort towards those ends should be prioritized by the international community.
No, that makes a lot Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.